Creating a successful military aircraft is a massive operation. Aircrafts, as amongst the most advanced machinery, need meticulous construction for every small component. Therefore, as a whole, they could require numerous iterations to perfect. This isn't a major problem if the aircraft is exposed to the public because flight tests and any advances may be done and published whenever they choose. The emergence of new aircrafts is rendered much more intensive inside the realm of highly confidential military programs due to the shroud of security necessary at every stage of the route. Confidential aircraft have urgently maintained a mystery to remain ahead of the pack, keeping their innovations out of rebel territory, whether it's for military technology or a modern weapons package. However, events may not go as planned. Secrets could seep out during the creation of secretive military planes, either intentionally planned or otherwise. The following 10 secret military projects that were leaked to the public were supposed to remain classified, yet secret info was disclosed to the general audience. Lockheed YF-12. The SR-71 Blackbird and its CIA sibling, the A-12, are symbolic of secretive covert programs like few others. Blackbird production and maintenance were a major undertaking as to the perfect espionage aircraft, with the maximum received attention to maintain everything under shadows. Concerns of the A-12 becoming exposed to the press throughout test launches were indeed a primary consideration as the aircraft's construction neared completion in 1962, since one event might ruin years of secret. In 1964, the White House confirmed the emergence of a sleek, rapid, and magnificent experimental aircraft and released information on the militarized YF-12 guided missile proposed design. But they failed to mention the said reference of its purpose is to shaping the A-12 and SR-71 spy aircraft, instead of the potential danger the aircraft becoming discovered via circumstances beyond the regulation of the establishment and the CIA. This served as a diversion from the actual motive and volume of manufacturing the SR-71 and A-12 espionage aircraft, allowing the surveillance aircraft's anonymity to be preserved for years. Hongdu GJ-11 Sharp Sword. During the last decades, it has been more clear that sophisticated, secretive, and combat-capable aircrafts are fast seizing over as the destiny of airborne military exercises. Global superpowers are investing heavily in their design and deployment. China, which was developing its own sophisticated aircraft, turned to this innovation as a source of inspiration for continued expansion. Sharp Sword, a stealthy drone, was published on the internet in 2013, revealing the mysterious craft's shape. At the 2019 Beijing military parade, the GL-11 Sharp Sword was on open display. Sukhoi S-70 Okhotnik B. The Okhotnik, Russian for Hunter, is a Soviet hidden aircraft similar to the RQ-170. It's indeed a member of the upcoming version of clandestine UAV production. Although Russia just published a story of the Okhotnik B completing its inaugural takeoff, the very first genuine look at the aircraft came as part of smuggled pictures. The exact shape of the Okhotnik B, which had been constructed in secrecy beginning in 2011, became exposed after photos were uploaded to Russian social networking sites in 2019, depicting the enigmatic drone getting picked up at an army aviation facility which the Russian President Vladimir Putin was reportedly attending. Lockheed RQ-170 Sentinel. Though it may appear the legends of covert aviation programs like the SR-71 couldn't ever exist in the modern environment of immediate telecommunications and worldwide connection, this isn't entirely true, as operations like the RQ-170 perpetuate this same sport of covert surveillance aircraft construction. The RQ-170 Sentinel is a secret stealthy monitoring drone developed and manufactured by Lockheed Skunk Works, the same company that created the SR-71. Although the US administration still classifies exact specifics, the RQ-170 was thrust into the spotlight in 2011 when it plummeted in Iran, seized by the Iranian Armed Services, reprogrammed and displayed to the public. Mikoyan Gurevich MiG-25 Foxbat. The Russian MiG-25 was one of the speediest jet fighters currently built, created in anonymity to meet the rapidly evolving danger of American warplanes and surveillance aircraft. Although the United States could get pictures and understand the MiG-25's deployment, the material remained significantly inadequate, leaving the MiG-25's fundamental characteristics and actual objectives shrouded in secrecy. However, in 1976, a fortuitous breakthrough occurred after Russian aviator Viktor Belenko hijacked one of the top-secret interceptor missiles and escaped with that as well, giving the plane in return for refuge in the United States. The surprise appearance in Japan drew a huge amount of attention. Journalists rushed to inspect the strange aircraft as close-up photos of the MiG-25 got captured and released to the world. In addition, the United States continued to completely deconstruct and examine the aircraft, putting an end to the speculation surrounding the MiG-25's characteristic and mission. Sikorsky Stealth Black Hawk. The Sikorsky UH-60 Black Hawk is a famous operational quadcopter that has been dependably delivering armed troops since the 1970s. However, considering upcoming projects, the United States government and Sikorsky have been working on a stealth-capable variant from around 1978. Even though no specific confirmation on the development of a covert Black Hawk has already been released, a Black Hawk wrecked during the 2011 operation which killed Osama bin Laden, revealing potentially fascinating stuff for the whole world to see. Secret troops detonated a bomb upon the debris. However, the rear portion had been discovered to go far beyond everything verified that belonged in the United States inventory. Comparisons were drawn to preliminary designs and conceptions for a stealth Black Hawk after images of the rear portion were released. They were bolstered again by another leaked image which revealed a strange, secretive Black Hawk close quarters. Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk. The F-117 Nighthawk is a famous aircraft known for its bombing ability created in secret by Lockheed Skunk Works. It represents the beginnings of stealthy military warplanes. The prototype possessing blue stealth technology flew for the first time in 1977 and was later developed into the F-117, which first flew in 1981. However, concealing such a destructive and unique-looking bomber, which was using secretive advanced technological development, became a real challenge for the military to keep a secret, especially with the series of breaches that allowed the easy accessibility to the aircraft by the public. The construction of stealth technology was first revealed in a Washington Post piece in 1982 and later in 1986. An F-117 wrecked amid trial was also documented by the Washington Post. Being unable to preserve the mystery any longer, the Pentagon released a picture of the plane in 1988, subsequently validated and revealed the F-117 to the world in 1990. Chengdu J-20 Mighty Dragon. The Chengdu J-20 is a stealthy military aircraft built under confidentiality as China's entrance into the modern fifth-generation military warplanes. The jet plane was massively equipped with technological advancements. The J-20 is packed with plenty of complex equipment, including covert, precise aiming, and tremendous acceleration to enable the Chinese Air Force, PLAAF, to keep pace with ultra-advanced stealth advanced aircrafts like the F-22. Although early phases of the project remained shrouded in secrecy, complete images of the J-20 were released to Chinese internet forums and media in 2011. It's speculated that perhaps the disclosures were intended to premiere and showcase the fighter jet. Still, once again, these would be the initial glimpse the public received at the stealth fighter, thanks to the Chinese government's failure to filter or halt the images from leaking. Northrop Grumman B-12 Raider. The B-21 Raider has always been the topic of considerable curiosity ever since its formal announcement in 2016, sparking speculations about the ability of this particular bomber aircraft. The B-21 Raider is on pace to become a successor for the US Air Force's existing bomber fleet, including the Northrop Grumman-built B-2 spy plane. If you see the images surfacing on the internet of the same plane, which depicts the general shape of the B-21, you'd be well and truly mesmerized by the sheer class and design of the aircraft. It was revealed in 2016. Northrop Grumman produced a more realistic depiction of the aircraft this year that had amazing capabilities to help the US Air Force with a top-notch spy plane. Those specifics are sluggish to surface. Northrop Grumman's disclosure of the B-21's real shape occurred without statement or justification from the US Air Force and is the nearest and the most thorough glimpse at the destiny of American strategic bombers that the audience has seen. Bell P-59 Era Comet. The Bell P-59, United States premier warplane, was planned and built in secret throughout World War II with the aspirations of propelling the United States way ahead of the game and into the airliner era. Although the Germans already having deployed the planet's premier jet fighter and England following closely afterwards, a US fighter jet was desperately needed. Although jet aircraft is a famous invention nowadays, it was still a top-secret invention during World War II that was largely undefined. When the XB-59 aircraft was being developed in secrecy, an issue arose when it came time to deliver the plane. The secretive aircraft engine advancements may leak if somehow the world saw the innovative propellerless aircraft. Therefore, the prototype was shrouded in mystery. The P-59 was equipped with a false propeller while still being carried in the open, exposing its shape to the community but keeping the secret of its revolutionary jet engines.